Hello all, very good evening. I hope all of you are doing good. As I have mentioned and shared, I'm gonna discuss with you some of the tips, 9 tips to get hired. So I hope you will enjoy this session and will collect some information as well. I know many of you who are actually looking for a job and want to settle down, and many of you are actually given interview, faced several interviews, but maybe due to some issues got rejected, or maybe you are confused how to appear your upcoming interview, right? So I'm going to share 9 tips to get hired, and I hope these tips will help you who are going to join or who are going to face interview maybe next month, within 6 months, or maybe whenever you are going to appear. These 9 tips will surely help you out. So without wasting time, let's begin the session. So first of all, I would like to share. First one is your resume or your curriculum vitae. Now, what is resume and what is curriculum vitae? I hope you know the difference, right? And you can also share your questions here. I can see you, right? So anytime if you have any confusion or any questions, you are most welcome to share with us. So first one is your resume or your curriculum vitae, means your CV. Now there is a difference between CV and resume. Now what is that difference? Difference is CV means your brief description, where all your credentials, your accolades, your achievements, your qualification in detail you have to mention. That we call CV or curriculum vitae. Resume means your snapshot, a snapshot of your profile. So in general, resume generally comes under 2 to 3 pages, and curriculum vitae, maybe the more you have experience, the more it may longer. Might be 7 pages, 8 pages, or maybe 12 pages as well. It depends what your interviewer or recruiter asked you to share. So always very cautious and very focused what the word has mentioned. If it is mentioned about resume, then you must provide resume and not a CV. And if they have asked you to provide a CV, then you must provide a curriculum vitae and not a resume. So read it properly, read your JD properly, and read your JR as well, means your job role. And then you must apply, and then you must share your resume or curriculum vitae. So this is number 1. Number 2 is, once you sent your resume or your CV, you might get a call from your interviewer directly from the company, or maybe the recruiter, means the agencies, might give you a call to take a telephonic round of interview. Now, some of the cases I have seen personally, candidates, they are not serious about the telephonic round of interview, and this is really pathetic, right? Because if you are traveling or somewhat out of your home, or maybe out of the office or somewhere, the place is very noisy, and you are actually talking to the interviewer in the noisy place, and that is really disturbing for any recruiter or for any interviewer over the telephone. So if you are not available, please politely say, right now I am not available, or maybe right away I am traveling. Shall I give you a call after an hour or 2 hours, whenever you think you shall be free, right? So make your mind yes, within an hour I'm at home and I can talk to the interviewer. So then only you just give the time and mention the time. If you say yes, by 11 o'clock or by 12 o'clock or maybe by 2 p.m. I can give this telephonic round of interview, then you must follow that time and don't miss that time, right? Because your first impression is your last impression. So this is number 2. Whenever you are ready, then only you give the time slot for your interview, and have your CV or resume in hand whenever you appear your telephonic round of interview. This is really important, because you don't know, it might be sometimes we forget whatever the words, whatever the details I have mentioned, you might forget to tell and share with the interviewer or maybe your hiring manager, right? So this is number 2. Now number 3, let's come to some questions. I have received some questions from you, and many of you asked me to share this answer. So I hope you are aware, but still I am sharing with you. Now nowadays, tell me about yourself. Some of the interviewers, they have changed the question pattern. They might ask you, let me walk through your resume or CV. Or they may ask you, give me 2 minutes of your life history, or maybe a 2-minute life history of yourself. It means the same way you have to give the same answer, means tell me about yourself. Now whenever your interviewer is asking or they ask such questions, you must understand why they are asking this question. Try to observe and don't try to reply and answer the question fast. First you observe why he or she is asking this question and then you start replying, right? So generally, tell me about yourself, they ask you because they want to know you, being you, the real you. So never ever give or share any such of fake details or anything that you don't have, or maybe anything regarding any hobbies as well. If you are not like, if you don't like to sing, don't share my hobby is I like to sing. Don't share that. If you don't like, don't share. But whatever you like and whatever you are being you, I'm always repeating real you, share that one with your interviewer, because your interviewer wants to know you being you, a real you actually, right? So please maintain that. And now tell me about yourself. Try to give your details in short, because first 30 seconds is your time to give yourself, because this 30 seconds will give an impact to the interviewer. So always mention details, but whatever you have mentioned the resume and the curriculum vitae. So do not say something beyond that. Next is whatever, always be honest with your interviewer, as I say. So tell me about yourself. You can share your qualities, or maybe somewhat, if you are experienced, then you can share about your experience and your like description from your school, college or graduation or master degree, or if you are a PhD holder, whatever your experience, try to share that with your interviewer and tell me about yourself. Now if they ask you somewhat about your background, family background, if they don't, then try to give those details as well and tell me about yourself, because they want to know you. So your name, your educational details, your family background, your academic background, your experience being a professional, those details you can share with your interviewer. Now next question is describe yourself in 3 words. Now what would you say if someone asks you describe yourself in 3 words? Just let me know your idea. What do you say generally? Someone might say I'm a quick learner, someone might say I'm a hardworking, or maybe I'm a smart learner, someone. Let me know what do you generally say, or if someone asks you, what will you say in reply? Yes. Any answer? Any idea? If someone, your interviewer asks you, describe yourself in 3 words, what will you say? Hello everyone. Thanks for joining. I hope you are enjoying the session. And if you have any question, please do share with me. Okay, now describe yourself in 3 words is actually, they want to know your qualities or strengths sometimes, right? So this is a tricky question, as well as this is a simple question as well. So try to reply in several words. You can say resilient, resourceful, dependable, result-driven, self-motivated, energetic. And another word you can use, that is work in progress. This is really interesting. I found that work in progress. If you are a fresher, or maybe if you are having experience between 0 to 6 or maybe 0 to 1, so you can share work in progress, means there are a lot of things you need to learn. So work in progress is very interesting, but this is only for those applicable who are actually 0 to 6 months experience, or maybe 0 to 1 year, not more than that, because after that you have minimum of experience with you. Yes, hello. Yes, very good evening. So this is number 1 you can say. Apart from that, resilient, resourceful, or you can say self-motivated, this means, or you can say energetic, it means you are, if anything, any problem or issues you face, you can solve it. So this thing, you can always keep it in mind whenever you share. Describe yourself in 3 words. Always try to choose some words which actually makes you different from others. So don't give the repeated answer and just copy paste answer. Try to give something different that interviewer will get attracted to you, and they will really think, yes, this person has something. So they will show you some interest. So try to give some answer in such way, right? Next is number 5 is, why should we hire you? Why should we hire you? This is very common and general question, but many of you not able to answer it properly. Some say, yes, I have I'm a quick learner and I am a problem solver, and that's why you should hire me. Some would say blah blah blah, lots of things I have seen. And I must say, whenever you appear in any interview, please prepare yourself beforehand, at least like 1 week, 2 weeks. Give your time prepare, and then you appear this interview, because this is your life opportunity, right? Even if you are serious, if you are really serious about this job, and if you really want to apply on this position, then only you apply, or else don't waste your time and the interview's time as well. So why should we hire you? This question, whenever you come across, you can say in such a way, I believe you should hire me because the skills and the qualities I have, those will match with the job role. And apart from this, I am a fast learner, self-motivated, and always like to work in a team. I always believe to complete my task within a time frame, or maybe you can say a deadline. You follow a deadline. It means it explains that you are always complete your task within a time which actually your company wants from you, your interviewer wants from you. So try to use some words and qualities that actually explain your job and which is actually relevant with the current profile you are applying. So always keep it in mind, because the same answer you can't give in all the interviews, because all the right interviews, whatever the positions you are applying, try to read it properly, what are your job roles, and then you prepare your mind and then you answer. Because if you think the same CV and same resume will work for all the interview, I'm sorry, it is not, because the company profile, your job role, your JD are different. And you have to read it properly and then you apply, and always try to change some words and like your roles, your hobbies, your strategies. If you're experienced, then your regarding experience, focus more on that. If you achieve something, focus on that, try to write on that. Whatever the minimum success you got from your current or maybe previous job, try to highlight it, because you are the person who got that success, right? None other than that. So none of you like other employees got it. So you are the person who got the success. So try to focus and highlight those points and highlight those success that you got in your last company or maybe the job. So never use the same resume or CV for all the interviews. Yes, if the position is same, then you might use. But if the position and the job roles are different, then you must change your resume pattern. Because I have seen many candidates, they just carry a resume like anything, like they don't bother, right? They don't bother and just they have spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes. These are not acceptable. Because your CV is actually your impression, because before your interviewer meet you, they see your resume or your CV, and from there they get attracted to you. From there they might take decision, yes, this candidate might be useful or resourceful for our organization. So try to change your resume, take a good and fresh and soothing and a hard paper with you, carry a good one, and don't do lots of designs. Like I've seen many who have designed many things on their resume and CV, which is not acceptable. Make it simple, carry it, and whatever your details and experience you have gained from your last organization, try to focus on that. So this is what number 5, why should we hire you? This way you can give. And another answer you can give, always I believe in the deadline, or I like to work on a deadline, and moreover I'm gonna be a valuable addition to your company. I'm gonna be a valuable addition to your company. It means you are saying you are already having lots of valuable additions, means assets in your company. Now who are these assets? These are actually employees. So I am another one who you are going to choose, and I'm gonna be another asset for your organization. Means when you choose me, when you hire me, it means I'm going to be a productive one. I'm going to be a resourceful for your organization. So you can use this line as well, right? Number 6 is, tell me about your strength and weaknesses. Now, what are your strengths and weaknesses? What do you say in general? Some would say I'm a good reader, or some would say I'm a good learner. Whatever you say, please give explanation on against that word. If you're saying like, yes, I'm a good learner, then you have to give some examples with that. Yes, I'm a good learner. Because why I am saying, because in my last organization, or if you're a fresher, being a student in my college or school, I'm always a good performer. Whatever job or task been given to me, I always try to complete it within a time. Whatever task is given by the teacher or mentor, I try to read it and learn it so fast and execute it within a time. So try to give explanation, try to give more examples, because interviewer should believe in your words, and that is really important. So some words or use words with explanation. That will help you, right? So don't give any like copy pasting answer, because there are lots of answers. If you search on Google and if you Google it, lots of answers you will get. But the tactics and the main thing is you have to give your example, so that interviewer believe, yes, this person is really have something like quality, right? So try to give more and more examples, whatever word and adjectives you are using behalf of you. So I'm a fast learner, means if you give, if anything is given, any task to you or project, you will learn quickly and execute it properly within a time. I have a positive mindset. Yes, that is really important. If you say someone, I have a positive mindset in time of interview, of course your interviewer will think, okay, he has a positive mindset, means he is having a positive mindset, always think positive. And whenever anything bad situation will come, he never gives up. He never gives up for any situation. So that's another important point. You can say, I have a positive mind, and now you have to again explain why you are saying that you have a positive mind. So give some example from your previous organization, or maybe if you are a student. So in that case, for your college experience, yes, somewhat I have faced, and as I have a positive mind, I did it, and I didn't give up with that situation. Or maybe something that people should believe you, interviewer should believe you. Don't share anything like which is not real. Again and again I'm saying, your interviewer is really intelligent person, because that's why he is the interviewer, right? So never ever give any fake details, anything which is not actually happened to you, or which is actually you don't like, right? Next is weaknesses. Now weaknesses is something no one wants to share. I have seen many, they say, I don't have any weakness. Some I have seen, they say, I am very emotional. Oh my god, emotional. Yes, being human, we all are emotional. You can't share it in the time of interview. So never ever share that you are emotional and that is your weakness. You have to share weakness which is actually give some positive impact, like in the time of your interview. The interviewer should have some, carry some catch points or points from your weakness as well. If you say someone, I am emotional, it means if anything happens, you will walk down. You won't be able to handle that situation. So it's a negative impact. Even though you are emotional, even being human, all of are basically emotional, but you are not allowed to share such things in the time of interview. So what you can share, because if you say, I don't have any weakness, then it is always a weakness. Because we all of are having single or maybe 2 or 3 or many weaknesses. You have to choose something which actually accepted, which is actually you can say, right? Which actually your interviewer will understand. Yes, even something valuable, at the same time he thinks, okay, it's okay. But he never having any kind of negative impact on it, right? So what you can say in weakness, my biggest weakness, well, I believe I find it difficult to say no to people. I find it difficult to say no to people. That is very, it is actually happened many of us, right? So you can share, yes, my biggest weakness is I find it difficult to say no to people. I know this is not good. This is sometimes very bad for my mental health, for my personal life as well. But I am trying to working on it. Means again you are saying to your interviewer, you are working on it. As you are aware about your weakness, at the same time you are working on it. Means your interviewer will understand, yes, this person is aware of his or her weakness, at the same time he is trying to overcome, and that is very good. Means whenever in our organization he will face some situation, he always try to resolve it and never sit idle, right? So always try to give example and then you share something. Then it will always attract towards you, attract your interviewer towards you. Next you can say the biggest weakness, well, I believe I follow deadline and to complete my task within a time frame, and that sometimes I neglect health. Make it remember. It means you are saying, I am having a positive attitude, I always follow tasks, I always follow deadline. At the same time, I neglect my health sometime. Again you have to explain it, and what you say, but I am working on it. Now I have prepared a to-do list and I follow my schedules. At the same time, I follow some activities like yoga, meditation or gym, or I try to work every day in the morning or evening. And because meditation and yoga and if I like morning work helps me to gain and focus my job and work as well. It helps me to increase my focus and concentration towards my job or my project. So again, it means you are saying your weakness, you are sharing your weakness, at the same time you are sharing your positive points as well. It means they will get attracted towards your positive tone and not the negative one, because you have to share your weakness anyway. If you say I don't have any weakness, this is a negative point. No one will believe you that you don't have any weakness. I remember one person once said me, my weakness is my family. That many people say, candidates, they do say, never ever share such things. Of course, family, our elders or maybe siblings, they are weaknesses, then they are actually weakness for our life, but you can't share such things. Share something which is relevant, share something which is actually professional, share something which is actually relevant towards your job role, right? So never share something which is actually personal. I remember another boy once said, my weakness is my girlfriend. Oh God, it is really funny, but yes, I told him later, never share such things like my weakness is my girlfriend or boyfriend. You are not allowed to share all these things in the time of interview. Anyways, but this is a joke apart, but why I am sharing this thing? Because these mistakes, I have seen many of you, you do this mistake. So try to overcome it, try to learn from it, and I hope this will help you for sure. So this is number 6. Now for next point is number 7. State why you are interested in this position. Means your interviewer wants to know from you why you have applied for this job. What actually drives you? What attracts you towards this job? Now generally we are not able to say, or maybe what we say, what I have listened or what I have come across with answers from the candidates, they say, I am interested for this job because package is very good. Well, yes, of course money is important, I know. But if you say only the package, the salary is good and that's why I have applied for this job, it means you are only looking forward for the money. So once you join our organization, once you will get 10% hike, you will surely leave my organization. If my organization is offering you 20k and if you get 25k or 30k, so immediately you will leave my organization. So never share that the salary is good, that's why I have applied. Because this is the truth, that is a part of your job, but you are not allowed to share that. What you can say, I am very interested in this opportunity as I can see that it is not only presents the environment to achieve, but also a track record of exceeding employees' expectations year after year. Opportunity growth is inevitable. It means your company is giving so many opportunity for your employees. I have seen it and which actually attracted me. Because I believe when I join your organization, I will get the opportunity for myself to grow. I will learn lots of things from your organization. Because the more you will gain experience, the more you will gain your knowledge from the current organization, then only you can implement it in your next organization after having minimum experience in the current organization. So try to give something. I am not saying that share this on point only, but you can share something else, but try to make it in mind, keep it in mind, focus and share something which actually give you more learning path, which opportunity means you will learn more, some points that will drag interest. Salary will anyway, it will come next, because what is the position you are applying, you are aware this salary would be that, right? So don't ever share that thing. So opportunity means if you grow, automatically your salary will hike, your organization will have to hike your salary or whatever the remuneration you will get. Number 8, how do your skills translate? Means how you are going to use your current skills, whatever the skills you have shared with us, how do you think it is really apt for our organization? So you can share, I believe that my diverse skills and experiences to date have made me a well-rounded person and an inspirational manager or a leader or a being human as well. If you are a fresher, then you can use the person. If you are having experience, then you can share being a manager or a leader. It means you are sharing whatever the skills you have which is actually set and fit for this organization. So that is number 8. Now come to last point of the tips, that is speak confidently and use your tone correctly. Now some of the situations I have seen candidates, they speak so loud because they were nervous or maybe they think interviewer can't hear. So never use your tone too loud or too slow, or don't speak too slowly that your interviewer won't listen to you. Because if you speak too slowly, your interviewer hiring manager might think you are nervous, or maybe you don't have the answer and that's why you speak slowly. Or if you speak too loudly, again he might think or she might think like either you are nervous or you might be having hearing issues, and that's why he is actually speaking too low or speaking too loud. So try to use your voice in a medium level so that it should not distract you during your interview or during your interview, right? It should not disturb your interviewer as well. And never ever forget to say thanks after your interview. Thank you so much for your precious time, because this is the manner and that one should follow. This is one that you can say etiquette. You should follow, because anyway your interviewer or hiring manager given his or her time to you to complete this process. So never ever forget to say thank you after your interview. And whatever the questions they will ask you, speak confidently. Don't say irrelevant words. Don't say the words that you have never gone through or any experience that you have never come across. And another thing I would say, hobbies. I have seen many candidates who say they say my hobby is to read newspaper, to read novels, to read books, or maybe some kind of reading or something. If you say that, you must know and you must aware your interviewer might ask you some questions from that as well. So for an example, if you say me, my favorite my hobby is every day I read newspaper, right? I might ask you, okay, then tell me what is the headline of today's news. What will you say? If your hobby is to read newspaper every day, then what happened that you forgot to share and read today's newspaper? Then it means either you are saying wrong, means fake information you are sharing, or you are just for the sake you are sharing it. So never share such thing which actually you don't follow. And even if you are saying something, such thing means newspaper or books, try to remember what are the books you have read, or try to read some books and then you say, yes, I like to read books. Which book you have you read last, right? You read last or you have gone through last. So that book, the author name, the storyline, you have to keep it in mind, because if he or she will ask you, so that you can answer you at least, right? You never face some false situation. So I think this helped you out, and whenever you face any interview, don't feel nervous, because if you are prepared, try to research whatever the organization you are applying, what are their job roles, means what kind of their turnover, all the things you should know before you apply or before you appear for your interview. So have a thorough research for the organization or the organization you are going to apply. And even the last organization, if you are an experienced person, even the last organization is also important, right? So I hope this time tips will help you, and if you have any questions, you can share with me at inquiryshruti, right? inquiryshruti@gmail.com. I hope you are having this email ID. It's given on my IG as well, IG profile. Go through it, and best of luck.